In the new Discovery Plus original true crime series Relentless, documentary filmmaker Christina Fontana tries to help a Missouri family desperately searching for their missing daughter. Christina quickly goes down a rabbit hole of drugs, corruption, organized crime, and possibly murder, realizing she can't trust anyone, including the missing girl's own family. Start your free trial to follow Christina as she spends over a decade of her life searching for the truth. Relentless, now streaming on Discovery Plus, the streaming home of true crime and so much more for just $4.99.
I'm Dick Iuliano.
Those who want a Confederate statue removed face a legal fight from a Maryland county. I'm Nick Einelli.
The interior perimeter fence surrounding the U.S. Capitol may be taken down soon. I'm Christopher Cruz.
It's 12 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Tom Foti in Washington. Elsa's no longer the first-named hurricane of the Atlantic season, but as a tropical storm, it has caused death and destruction in the Dominican Republic and Haiti. And it does look like something of a threat early next week for large parts of Florida. WFOR-TV's Dave Warren.
Sunday morning to Sunday night, moving through Cuba, interacting with land, likely could even weaken some more. But as it moves over the Florida Straits, it'll continue to push north. Time-wise, looks like Monday night to early Tuesday, we will see the impacts here. Looking at tropical storm force winds developing, especially in the Keys.
Because of fears of heavy winds in South Florida, officials at the site of that condo building collapse have decided to bring down what's left of it, even as the search for victims has to be suspended. 121 people are still unaccounted for. 24 people are confirmed dead.
10 days after the deadly collapse at Champlain Towers, the demolition date is set for Sunday for the badly damaged portions of the condo that are still standing.
At the end of the day, that building is too unsafe to let people go back in.
Recovery efforts have been slowed by safety concerns. And with the storm system taking aim at South Florida, officials said they didn't want the remaining building to fall and cause another disaster.
Correspondent Omar Villafranca now overseas to the ghost town of what used to be the main U.S. military installation in Afghanistan.
For almost 20 years, Bagram Air Base stood as the symbol of American military might in Afghanistan. And the exit of U.S. forces effectively brings an end to America's forever war. The vast base's twin runways served as the launch pad for air operations and the landing strip for American soldiers arriving from home ready to join the fight.
Correspondent Charlie D'Agata. A police confrontation with 11 heavily armed men caused a doozy of a holiday weekend traffic jam on I-95 in Massachusetts. Police found them unwilling to put their guns down for hours. Eventually they did and were taken into custody.
It's my expectation that all of them will be appearing in the Woburn District Court on a variety of firearms and other charges, and we'll know that better once we know exactly what we have here.
Middlesex County District Attorney Marianne Ryan. More news about guns, correspondent Jim Crisula.
Church pastor Ricky Floyd decided to offer a gun safety class for children as young as 6 after dozens of kids in his Memphis, Tennessee neighborhood had been wounded this year in accidental shootings.
Now that you're seeing so many young kids being shot by other young kids, and just understanding that it's not a toy.
A children's hospital in Memphis has treated more than 20 youngsters for gunshot wounds in the past month alone.
And this is CBS News.
Never miss a moment. Top news from WTOP 24/7, 365. Listen on air, on Alexa, and on the WTOP app.
It's 12:03, Sunday, July 4th, 2021. 64 degrees, going up to 79. Good morning. I'm Stephanie Gaines Bryant. The top local stories we're following this hour. New this morning, a man is in custody after ramming his car into the barrier wall around the Washington Monument. The collision happened around 8 p.m. D.C. police say the man's SUV mounted the curve, drove through the Washington Monument grounds, and came within 500 feet of the monument before crashing into the surrounding stone wall. Witnesses told our news partners at NBC4 that it looked like the driver accelerated toward a group of pedestrians and was attempting to hit them. Police confirmed no pedestrians were hit by the car. The driver suffered minor injuries and was taken to the hospital while reportedly saying the government is trying to kill me. The FBI is now investigating the crash as a possible act of terrorism. A Baltimore judge has ordered expanded jobless benefits to continue to 300,000 Marylanders who are receiving them under the federal stimulus plan.
The judge's ruling rejects Governor Larry Hogan's attempt to stop the enhanced benefits 2 months sooner than Congress intended under the CARES Act. Governor Hogan cited a severe worker shortage in Maryland. But the Baltimore City Circuit Judge issued a temporary restraining order stopping Maryland from cutting off the benefits at midnight. Judge Lawrence Fletcher Hill wrote in his opinion, he's struck by the plight of those who have had to struggle with irregular or no employment. A spokesman for the governor says the judge's ruling is being appealed. Dick Iuliano, WTOP News.
The temporary restraining order expires in 10 days. The court expects to hold a hearing on a longer-term injunction before then. Maryland is one of about 24 states where governors move to end the benefits early. The federal benefit amounts to $300 a week and funded through early September. Officials in Talbot County, Maryland, are fighting in court against a lawsuit that seeks to remove a Confederate statue outside the county's courthouse in Easton.
Talbot County attorneys are asking a judge to dismiss the lawsuit, arguing that the plaintiffs haven't done enough to prove that the Confederate statue's presence is discriminatory. It's been a debate there for years, and the Talbot County branch of the NAACP says it is time for the statue to go. The group's president, Richard Potter, speaking with the online newspaper, the Chestertown Spy.
We're in the 21st century, and is that the message that we want to display when we are living in a global, diverse society now?
And plaintiffs are urging the county to, quote, finally reject the last Confederate monument on public land in Maryland. Nick Einelli, WTOP News.
A man is in custody charged with stabbing a woman to death Saturday morning in Loudoun County. The Loudoun County Sheriff's Department says 23-year-old Stone Colburn killed the woman inside a home on Stoneley Drive in the Round Hill area at around 10 o'clock Saturday morning. A baby and an older adult were taken to the hospital as precaution. Both had minor injuries. Colburn is now behind bars at the Loudoun County Adult Detention Center on no bond. And after a crime spike that included shootings and carjackings, this community is saying no more. Saturday shooting hoops to prevent a gun violence.
District Heights residents and surrounding communities here to reclaim the streets. Major Katina Gomez with Prince George's County Police.
It feels so good to just come out here and see everyone fellowshipping together.
And County State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy.
We also have career opportunities here because we really want to match these young people in this community with real job and real career opportunities so that they can have more choices in life.
And a 6-year-old author named Akari with this message.
You can take your life serious now you're 5 or 6 or 7 or 8.
Liz Anderson, WTOP News.
It's 12:07.
I know the feeling. You're thinking about selling your home, but where to begin? This is Dave Johnson. I have the answer. Start with Jennifer Young Homes, and Jennifer will guide you to a successful finish like she did when she sold my home. And the starting point, Jennifer's free seller seminar coming up Wednesday, July 7th at 6:30 online at Jennifer Young.
In the new Discovery Plus original true crime series Relentless, documentary filmmaker Christina Fontana tries to help a Missouri family desperately searching for their missing daughter. Christina quickly goes down a rabbit hole of drugs, corruption, organized crime, and possibly murder, realizing she can't trust anyone, including the missing girl's own family. Start your free trial to follow Christina as she spends over a decade of her life searching for the truth. Relentless, now streaming on Discovery Plus, the streaming home of true crime and so much more for just $4.99.